we know the struggle and the physical strain that gardening can put on your body.
So today we're going to talk about some of the top struggles and how to overcome them.
So the first one is kneeling and bending. I know it can be really hard for me to be on my knees for long periods of time. As a mechanic for 20 plus years, my knees have kind of taken a toll. Things like taking a break or changing positions has helped using these kneeling pads, but they're not always thick enough and they're not always wide enough either. So we've found this Deerfamy kneeling pad, which is much thicker, wider. It's got little knee slots and a tool slot in it. And they have sponsored us on other items that we have really liked. So thank you, Deerfamy, for sponsoring this today. Let's quickly go over the differences between this kneeling pad and the traditional kneeling pads.
So if you're looking for something a little bit more than a kneeling pad and you're looking for an actual garden stool, they also sell one. We've sponsored that in the past. Really loved it. But to show the differences between your traditional kneeling pad and this kneeling pad, first, this one is very thin. It's not super thick. And while this kneeling pad is great, and also from Deerfamy, this comes with their garden stool set, and it has worked pretty well. This one contains knee slots, a tool slot, and as you can see is much, much larger than this one. It also is thicker, much thicker. So we're going to let Dad try it out and he can give his first impressions on the product.
So my first impression of this, it's very comfortable. As you can see the difference. The thickness is, the black one's much thicker. This one here, the new one, much bigger, as Brooke just said. However, this one here, if you can see that, it's much softer than the other one. Not that this one is bad, but this one is even more comfortable than the other one. I honestly feel like I could be on my knees as long as I wanted to. I'm sure eventually I'm probably going to feel some fatigue, but being down there after being on this one for a few minutes, you start to feel a little fatigued, but I was down there for a few minutes on this one and it's really comfortable. My knees are not sore in any way. I haven't tried the little tool bin, but that could come really in handy. I give this thing 5 stars, thumbs up. Really great product.
Now, for someone like me who does not regularly deal with knee problems, and I'm young still, so I have plenty of energy, it can still be hard on my knees, especially having this large of a garden, because we're a family of 12. We have to grow a lot of food. We have so many plants, and it takes a really long time to take care of them. Even for someone like me, this is going to come in handy a lot. And this tool slot is going to be nice because I have to, a lot of times when I come down the garden, I'm also filming. So as a YouTuber, I have to bring down my gardening stuff, my water bottle, my filming equipment. All of it has to come down with me. And a lot of times I can't really carry it around that easy. So this will be nice just to have my garden tools sitting in there so that they don't get lost. I lose garden tools constantly. So this will be nice. They'll be there where I know they are. And it's one less thing I have to keep track of. So if y'all are looking for a decent kneeling pad, me and Dad both highly recommend this one. Make sure you go check it out. The link is in the description. All right, the next struggle that you can face in the garden is heavy lifting. There are 3 teenage boys in this house and they can lift heavy things. So we don't really struggle with this personally very much. But if you do, you could think about getting a cart or a wheelbarrow that can help make that lifting a lot easier.
Next point is repetitive motions. So you can get special tools to help you so the tasks itself are not as strenuous on your body. And you can also switch tasks, go from one thing to another so you're not making those same repetitive motions over and over again.
The next struggle that you can face in the garden is limited mobility. Now, even with limited mobility, there are lots of ways that you can still garden. One of them would be to get high garden beds. And if you guys are looking for a decent company to get high garden beds from, Veggiega has lots of them. I will leave a link down below and a discount code for 10% off. So make sure you guys go check those out if you're looking for high garden beds. Another thing that you can do is you can utilize hanging baskets, pots, and vertical gardening to make it easier.
Next struggle in the garden can be fatigue. So you can schedule your garden tasks for early in the morning. You want to stay hydrated. You want to take breaks often. So combining all these things together will help you not to wear out so quickly.
The last one is the weather. The weather can be a huge struggle when it comes to gardening. What if it rains for days? What if it's really hot for days? There are lots of weather problems that can occur with gardening. The only thing I really have to help you out here is to wear things that protect you from the sun when it's hot, like hats, gloves. You can even wear long sleeves to protect you from the sun. And the other thing would be to plan around the weather. I know that not all the times a lot of people can tell what the weather's going to be like, but as much as you can plan around the weather, you should. So if it's predicted to be raining for the next few days, make sure you get done what you need to and schedule your most important tasks first. So those are some of our top struggles and ways to overcome them. If you have a struggle that we happen to miss or have another way to overcome any of these struggles, make sure you share it in the comments below.
And most of all, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.